Here, in the lush hills of the Caparola district, chili peppers are grown as a buffer crop by local farmers. They live in the protected areas right on the border of the Cabala National Park and use the chilies to burn to ward off marauding elephants and baboons that can potentially destroy other crops like maize, bananas and coffee that are vital to the farmer's daily life. The chilies, however, have turned out to be a cash crop and a potentially substantial part of the farmer's income. Even though the hot peppers are not part of the traditional Ugandan cuisine, buyers regularly visit the area to buy chilies for the export market. Though fairly easy to grow, the chili farmers face a number of problems. The most imminent one is drought.
Would increase the production of chili if we had enough water. The household income will increase at our homes.
At the moment, the villagers need to walk for half an hour to a spring at the bottom of the valley to collect water for their households. The strenuous walk and the scarcity of water during the dry season makes irrigation impossible and undermines the possibility of a steady production of chilies, which affects the value of the chilies at the export market. When the chilies are harvested, they need to be kept in cold storage in order for them not to become ripe too early. But cold storage is not an easy thing to find in rural Uganda, especially not with a power grid that is unstable at best. At the regional office in the nearby city of Fort Portal, Care Uganda has been working with the chili farmers for several years. One of the important challenges that they see is that the farmers need to set up cooperatives to succeed commercially.
Supporting them to be strong groups such that they can market as a group and decide on the price as a group, that can help them. But we also feel giving them a technology to minimize the post-harvest loss, such that they are able to store the crop and wait for that time to sell it, other than selling it out of saying we must sell before it gets what? It ripens. But if they have a technology where they can keep it until the buyers such that they can dictate on the time frame for selling and negotiate, that we think that can be a strong basis for improving the market.
At the moment, the chili farmers at Fort Portal are paid somewhere between 500 and 1,000 Ugandan shilling for a kilo of fresh chilies when they sell them to the buyers. Premium chilies from other parts of the country fetch more than 3 times as much, and when the chilies reach the international market, the price will have doubled roughly 10 times. In the high season, and with enough water, the villagers are able to harvest 500 kilos of chilies every week. As for most other parts of rural Africa, the mobile coverage at Fort Portal is pretty good. If the farmers were able to follow the market prices for chili, this would also be an advantage in terms of selling at the right price and turning their buffer crop into a successful commercial venture. The chili farmers need a pumping system that can bring the water from the bottom of the valley to their houses and fields on the mountainsides. The water can be used for irrigation that ensures a steady and permanent chili production. After harvesting the chilies, they need to be stored in a cold place so that they can fetch a decent price at the market. The farmers need to know the value of the chilies. The only way to get that knowledge is to gain access to information on the current market prices. In the Fort Portal area alone, Care Uganda has a network of 15 chili-producing farmer groups with similar needs and potentials. If these challenges are met, all the farmers will be able to build up commercially viable operations and make more than enough money to pay for the solutions themselves. Access to Innovation and Care International urge you to look at these people not as victims of poverty, but as potential customers on the global market.